What's happening, people, and once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts, requested as we jump into another artist on the channel that we are reviewing for the very first time. This one, the sounds of Oxlade with Ojuju. Really looking forward to getting into this one. It's been suggested that I listen to a lot of Oxlade numerous times. Obviously, I've seen what he's been doing. I heard his most recent tune on the Jules album, but I'm actually going to get to dive into his personal work properly with this series, which is the whole point of it. As always, if there's any artist you'd like me to react to or any songs you'd like me to kind of analyse, please do get your requests in via the comment section down below. I'm always keen to hear from you, and that's what this series is all about, so do get involved. As always as well, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff, and just getting involved in general. And without further ado, people, let's crack on with this one. Right from the off. Really nice drums. It's a really nice intro. I'm loving the double up on the vocals. I'm loving the sort of harmonic nature of it, the chorus sort of style that he's going with. It gives it this instantaneous, angelic feel. I love the rhythm as well. It's quite a stuttered rhythm. Not necessarily like a typical Afrobeat rhythm either. It's moving into a bit more of a stuttered, kind of jolty sort of format, which works really nicely. Keeps you on your feet, keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you moving more than anything else. Great start. I'm loving where this one's going.
It's like this love thing, girl, it's not for
Vocally, this is awesome.
I am fed up of falling again. I gotta say, a lot of things come to play. I'm off
really like that. I really like what's going on with the melody. It's kind of jumping all over the place. It's not a very linear tune. Like, it's moving from one section to another, and then a 3-bar, then there's a 1-bar. It's moving all over the place, which I really like. It's keeping my ears very much interested. I'm loving that little sort of arpeggio style melody, the sort of do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Again, works really nicely. I'm not quite sure what it's on. It sounds almost like a lute or like a mandolin or something like that. A different type of plucked instrument. Probably some sort of synthesizer that's been chorused up and affected. But it sounds really cool. Oxlade's vocals on this are outstanding as well. Again, the choir sort of approach he's bringing with it, that sort of natural chorusing that's going on, works really nice. I'm enthralled by this so far.
But this matter make me faint. This kind of thing with the prince. I'm afraid of falling in love again.
What a line that is.
I got scars, baby, and you know it pains.
You can hear a lot of emotion in the performance as well, man. I think that's always a good sign for a vocalist, especially over a tune like this, which is quite complex, quite scattered. It's not necessarily predictable. You can still kind of feel where they're going with it. His vocal kind of drags you up with him. It feels almost like you're being lifted, like by your shirt collars up as he goes up in notation. Really kind of gritty vocal as well, which works really nicely. I'm not too sure what's going on with the video. I've probably missed a couple of bits with it, but we're seeing chapter 1, chapter 2. So I'm assuming there's some sort of story being told. I'll try to catch up with it, but as always, if I miss something in the video, please do leave it in the comments down below.
Me no one cry, me no one shed tears. Me I did try, cause you're making me senseless, giving me nightmares. Call the paramedic, cause me I need help, yeah. Oh no.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how everybody does it, cause it don't tire me.
Listening to the bass line on the lower sort of pitches as well. By the way, if you're new to this channel, we do pause a fair bit because I like to analyse songs. That's pretty much what we do here. But again, if you're listening to the bass line down below, the sort of stuttered, sort of simplistic lines where it kind of goes like if you listen to the bass line down below, it adds this extra bit of power just before every sort of transition. Again, it adds intensity to the tune, and it adds a sort of general, sort of powerful feel to what's going on. That couples up with the sort of intensity of his vocal chorusing. This is an experience, man. It's really well put together. So panic. What a voice.
It's like this love thing, girl, it's not for me.
Hitting those high notes as well, bro. This is a crazy tune, man. Out to everyone suggesting that I get more Oxlade on the channel. It's clearly very overdue because I'm loving this. Again, the sort of I'm trying to think of the best way. There's a kind of angelic nature to the way that he stacks his vocals on top of each other. They're very ascending. They're always going up. Like, the melodies are always going up. There's more sort of higher pitched versions on top of the chorus each and every time. So it feels like it's constantly growing up, 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 up. And that's what gives the tune that kind of ascending feel. That with the melodies as well. They're very sort of on the sort of plucked instrumentation as well, giving it that sort of ascension feel. Really, really cool, man.
I am fed up of falling, I'm falling again. I know feel relate, I know feel the way.
Let's go, drums.
So
the video looks like the story of the video to me looks like the story of a couple who are kind of going through relationship troubles by the looks of things and trying to work out whether it's time to kind of finish it off yet or just keep going round in circles. That's what it looks like to me off the chapter titles and the sort of body language and acting that's going on. Again, I may well be wrong.
I ain't not gonna know what to do. For your mind now, you be the only man.
It's a really nice video. Shot well.
I'm afraid of falling in love again.
It's gonna be in my head all day. That melody, man, is killer. I can't sing, but that's the melody. I think I just about got there. Very proud of myself, actually. That's such a catchy line, man. Hats off to Oxlade, obviously, and the team behind putting the tune together. I'm assuming there are songwriters working with him, and obviously a production team as well. But this is pretty solid stuff, man. Really, really good.
Cause you're making me senseless, giving me nightmares. Cause me I need help, yeah. Oh no, I don't know how everybody does it, cause it don't tire me. I don't know how everybody does it,
that lick. It's the call and respond that he does with himself, which is what makes this special. I've just worked out what it is. He'll put like a line out there and he'll respond to himself with a chorus. Also, the natural kind of vibrato, the shaking that's going on in his voice, that kind of that he's putting into this, just gives it so much more depth and texture. It makes him sound sort of vulnerable, and it gives it a sort of an additional emotive flavour. Really, really nice, man. I think on an actual performance level, vocal-wise, this is pretty outstanding stuff from Oxlade. It's like this love thing, girl, is not What a performance, man. What a banger that one is. Fantastic stuff. Man like Oxlade, just run out and see if there's anything I miss. No. I think I missed that. Directed by Ademola Falomo. Really, really cool video as well. A lot of kind of emotion in the video. It's shot really well. I really like the sort of colour grading and stuff that's going on. I'm no video expert, so I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but it looked good and I enjoyed watching it, so that's the best praise I can kind of give, I suppose. Oxlade on this. Pretty outstanding stuff. The actual performance, the sort of stacking of the vocals, the constant ascending nature of his vocal, the emotion behind the performance, fantastic. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a situation he's been in before, because we've all kind of been in this situation before, realistically. Once you've hit like sort of 25, 26, 27 in your life, you most likely have been for a relationship like the one he's describing. I know I certainly have at some point. But yeah, I enjoyed this, man. I did. I really enjoyed it. I like the instrumental structure as well. Again, very simple, very stripped back, allowing Oxlade to kind of expand and grow with it as it goes forward. This is all about Oxlade's vocal for me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the analysis and breakdown. If you did, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We're trying to get as many new videos up on the channel as we possibly can, catching up with the backlog now we have got through the copyright issue with the channel. And as always, if you have any requests for tracks you would like me to analyse, break down and react to, please leave them in the comments section down below. That's it from me though, and I shall see you all next time for the next one. Keep it locked and yeah, peace. Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cub Cam TV. Stay locked.